Hi guys, it's MiMi. Today we're going to be talking about taking your husband's last name and what I think about it and how my thoughts should not affect what you think about it. You do what you want, boo. But here's what I think about taking your husband's last name, and here we go. You guys, I have never been a fan of the whole idea of taking your husband's last name. And from what I understand historically, the reason why that was done is to make the woman the man's property. I ain't nobody property. The only one that I belong to is a law. Okay, as a wife, I kind of belong to my husband. He kind of belongs to me, but we are people, so we're not gonna do that whole, when you say somebody belongs to somebody, it's either they gave birth to that person or there's some slavery involved, and we ain't doing that, okay? As far as taking the husband's last name, I don't personally agree with it. That's not something that I'm interested in. I remember when me and my husband first got married, it wasn't something that we talked about before we got married, but he was like, yeah, you should make your last name my last name. And I was like, no, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling that. And it's not even like, oh, my husband has an ugly last name or something. I don't even know if that's a factor for people. But it's not even like he has a last name that I don't like. It's just I don't like the idea of me being labeled as someone that I'm not. Does that even make sense? Like, you're probably like, oh my god, Jamila, you're taking it way too far. But listen to me though, hear me out, because I'm on to something here. Okay, I have always grown up as Jamila, insert my last name here. We're gonna call me, I don't know if I want to put like my last name on the internet, you know what I mean? So we're gonna call me Jamila Lewis. Did I really just take my character's last name from my story? Okay. Well, actually, I took that name from my grandma's last name. Okay, shut up, Jamila. Anyway, okay, we're gonna call me Jamila Purple. So if all my life I've been Jamila Purple, why would I want to suddenly start being Jamila Blue? I have always been Jamila Purple. I've always been Jamila Purple. Okay, that's who I grew up as. That's who I am. Like, forget all that. That's who I am. That is the name that is me. That's the only name that is connected to this person that I am. And for me to change suddenly from Jamila Purple to Jamila Blue, that makes sense. I don't know who Jamila Blue is. Like, why would I do that? And can you imagine one of us asking our husbands to, you know, take our last name? Like Ahmed being Ahmed Purple. They're not gonna do that. I mean, usually they're not gonna do that. And it's just not something I'm interested in. Like, if I've been me my whole life, that's the name that I take pride in and that I love, why would I change it to somebody else's name? You have fun with your name, I have my name, you know. Isn't it enough that our kids are gonna take your name instead of mine? I'm still salty about that, y'all. I wish we could insert my last name into my kid's last name, because I mess with that. But apparently, in a lot of cultures, if you have your mama last name, apparently you're a bastard. Cause I remember somebody having a debate about that, and I was like, what? Why can't my kid, I want my kid to have my last name? And they're like, no. He's gonna be a bastard. It's just something I've never been interested in. I know a lot of girls dream of taking their future husband's last name, and I'm gonna be Mrs. Smith and everything and yada yada yada. I don't know if it's just how my mama raised me. Like, my mama ain't even want us to watch Disney movies when we were younger, because she was like, y'all not gonna have this false expectation of what romance and love is. So bump that. No Disney princesses, no princes. That's not. And honestly, thank you, Mom, because if I had grew up watching that stuff, I'd be more jacked up than I already am. And it ain't my mama's fault I'm jacked up. I'm just kind of crazy. I've never had that idea, that fairy tale idea that, okay, I really want to have another person's last name as my own and take pride in that name instead of my own name. Like, my name is me, yo. Like, anything I build, it's gonna have my name on it. It's not gonna have anybody else's name on it. I'm not putting nobody else's name on my accomplishment. It's Jamila. whatever my last name is. That's it, okay? And y'all probably like, I thought your name was MiMi. It is MiMi. That's my nickname. I grew up with that, okay? As my mama, I grew up with that nickname. They call me MiMi. They call me Mima. Oh my God. What am I doing, y'all? If y'all notice, I'm the queen of getting sidetracked. Enjoy. Because I have no focus. It's just like, it's not something that I romanticize in my head or even remotely find attractive. I don't want my husband's last name. And he was offended for like 0.5 minutes. And I was like, it's okay, babe. You're going to be fine. And I'm going to be fine. We're just going to be our own people together. And people complain about me not having his last name all the time. Like, when we go to file our taxes, lady's like, why didn't you just get his last name? And I was like, because I didn't want to. And she was looking at me like, ugh. And I'm like, it's the new school, baby. We don't do that no more. Or at least I don't. And I know a lot of women, they hyphenate. I ain't even doing that. I'm not about to hyphenate my And then on top of that, I can't explain it any more than that. It's just unappealing, guys. What do you think about taking your husband's last name? Do you think it makes life easier? Do you think that's something you prefer to do? Leave a comment down below if your team take his name or team not. I feel like team not is too vague. Team not doing it. How about that? All right, guys, that was a short video, I know, or it should be. Now that I look at it, it says 7 minutes, but whatever, we gonna ignore it. Love you guys. Thank you for watching me ramble, and I will see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum and peace out.